Exactly, sir.
Yeah, recording. Okay, Pankaj. So Pankaj is connecting. So I can see Santosh, Muzamil, Pankaj. Uh, can you also record?
नो सर, एक्चुअली मोबाइल में ये प्रॉब्लम, ये फंक्शन नहीं है।
Or Muzamil?
सर मैंने भी मोबाइल से कनेक्ट किया है।
Okay. Okay. So I have clicked the record mode, but I don't know. Yeah, it is. I think recording. Yeah. So we can start.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in a previous lecture, we discuss about the protein structures and functions and protein folding and its mechanism. So today we are going to discuss about the enzymes. So in enzyme, we will go with very basics. So first, what enzyme it is, enzyme application in nanotechnology, and what functions enzyme do, and the classification of enzymes. And we will discuss also techniques to monitor the enzyme reactions and then enzyme kinetics. So first, let us start with the enzymes introduction. So first question arises, what is enzyme? So you people all heard about the enzymes like digestive enzymes and other enzymes. So enzyme is nothing. It is basically act as a catalyst. All you
Exactly.
people know what is the catalyst and what is the role of the catalyst. So actually it enhance the rate of the reactions. So enzyme is a type of catalyst. So it is basically biocatalyst. Why we call biocatalyst? Because since it is present in biological systems, and basically enzyme is a protein. So all protein is not necessary to act as a, enzymes, but all enzymes are a
Our protein.
protein. Yeah. So if you see the biological macromolecule, so biological macromolecules are much less thermodynamically uh, stable and it is kinetically stable. So if you see the biological process in a in absence of enzymes, so in other words, you can say in absence of catalyzed reaction. So uncatalyzed reaction, you will see the rate will be very slow. So you can say uncatalyzed breakdown occurs so slowly. Means when any reactions proceed without the enzyme, you will see the rate is very slow. And so already we discussed it is a biocatalyst and it enhances the chemical reactions. And what is the important thing for the enzyme? So if you see the enzyme, it is too specific. A specific means it has the ability to discriminate between the reactant, okay, and their susceptibility to regulate and give the cell the capacity to lower the activation barriers selectively. So activation barrier, all you know about the what is the activation energy and what is the activation barrier. What will happen if you decrease the activation barrier? I think Muzammil know very well. If you decrease the activation barrier,
जी सर, जी
Santosh,
जी
you know what is the activation energy? I think you know. Sneha is admitting, so I admit her. Uh,
सर एडमिट वाला पार्ट मैं कर लेता हूँ।
Okay,
You
okay,
continue, sir.
fine. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah. So enzyme they are susceptible to the regulation of, and give the cell and it provides the capacity to cell to lower the activation energy selectively. So here selectively. So selectively is crucial for the effective regulation of the cellular process. So in enzyme, what is having important characteristic features? It is a specific, susceptible to regulate it, and it act selectively. Oh, I need to admit. Next slide. This slide is not going. Yeah. So Linus Pauling. Linus Pauling is very was an eminent scientist. He worked on the biophysics. Basically, he was the physicist. So he wrote in Nature. It was published in 1948. So he wrote about enzymes that I think that enzymes are molecules that are complementary in the structure to the activated complex of the reactions that they catalyze. Already I have discussed it catalyzes the reaction, and the molecular configuration that is intermediate between the reacting substances and the product of the reaction for this catalyzed process. The attraction of enzyme molecule for the activated complex would thus lead to decrease its energy, already discussed, and hence to decrease in the energy of activation of the reaction and to an increase in the rate of the reaction. The Pauling in 1948 he stated that. Now, question is, why for nanotechnology enzyme is important? What is the need and what is
ठीक हो जाएगा network.
Yeah, and why it is useful to know about the enzyme for the student who is studying nanotechnology or nanoscience. If you see this pictorial view, this was taken from the Bioscience and Bioelectronics paper. It was published in 2017. So you can use the enzyme as a biosensors. You have to functionalize the enzyme or fabricate the enzyme. So you will detect the presence of the enzyme even in a very small concentration. So it is a very big question nowadays. How much sensitivity you need to detect anything. If you develop the nanotechnology system, so you can detect the enzyme to very low concentration, even at a picomolar. So here, what nanotechnology people did, they took the graphene oxide. All you people know the graphene oxide, and they made a biosensor. So they used the FTO electrodes, and they did and they checked the enzymes acetylcholine's reactions in presence of the acetylcholinesterase. Already we have discussed about the what is the acetylcholinesterase. So it is responsible in nerve transmissions process. So here you can detect the presence of the acetylcholines. So if you see the here captions, so they have developed the enzyme-based voltammetry biosensors for the detection of the acetylcholines. So in that point of view, you need to understand about the enzymes. What is enzyme? What is the functions of enzyme? and what is the activity, and you have to take care its stability also, because you need to the functionalize the enzyme. So you can develop a biosensor for the diagnosis or for the detection of the enzymes. Okay. You can also immobilize the enzyme. Nowadays, people are developing immobilized techniques. They are using different nanomaterials, single wall carbon nanotubes, and graphene oxides and other polymers to immobilize the enzymes. If you immobilize the enzymes, then the activity of enzymes will increase. So in that point of view also, it is important for the perspective of the nanotechnology. You can see the application of enzyme in a disease marker. It is a very good markers. So if you, yeah, this is called biomarker. So if you want to diagnose a kind of diseases, what kind of diseases, so they have particular enzymes which is responsible for the diseases. So here is a one enzyme is angiotensin converting enzyme. So angiotensin converting enzyme already have discussed in a class. So the level of the angiotensin converting enzymes can diagnose the pulmonary sarcoidosis. It is a lung related disease. So the enzymes application you can see in a clinical perspective also. Now, it is used in a bioluminescent. Here I can give one example. So this is a jellyfish. So jellyfish will see it. It is a luminescent, means it glows. Why it glows? So what is the mechanism to show the luminescent property? So if you see the aquarin enzyme, yeah. So its activity, the enzyme activity is responsible for its luminescent property. So aquarin is a enzyme. So in presence of aquarin, it catalyzes and it gives light emitting at 466 nanometers. So you can use as a bioluminescent.
Calcium.
Yeah, so you can use as a bioluminescent to develop any kind of device using the enzymes.
Calcium we have used as a catalyst.
No, aquaporin. Aquaporin is enzyme, and calcium acting as a cofactor. We will discuss about that. Okay. How much time? Yeah. So another application.
40 minutes का session होता है.
Yeah, because means more than 50 hours lecture, it is very difficult to upload. It will become 230 MB. So within 35 minutes we will finish it. So another application, enzyme helps. Yeah, enzyme helps in energy transformation. So if you see here, so the ATP is an enzyme. So ATP catalyzes the reactions where ATP forms the energy. And it helps. It helps in movement of the calcium ion through the biological membranes. So here you see if you see this pictorial diagram, so ATP hydrolyzed. So in presence of ATPase enzyme, and it forms the phosphate ions. So that phosphate ions, it helps to transport the calcium ion across the membrane, and this phosphate ion generate the calcium ion in gradient. So yeah, fine. So this calcium ion has many applications in cells process. Now we'll discuss the enzyme classification. What are the in what you can divide in a different class based on the its reaction properties. So here you see the class types of reaction, and we'll see the some example. So if you see the oxidoreductase, so oxidoreductase class of enzyme, it helps in the oxidation reduction reactions. So the enzyme used in oxidoreductase class, the lactate dehydrogenase. Lactate dehydrogenase have a role in muscles contractions. Another enzyme, transferases. Transferases, it helps in group transfers. Group transfers. So example is nucleoside monophosphate kinase. So this is called NMP kinase. Hydrolysis, it is helps in the hydrolysis reactions. So transfer of the functional group to the water. So chymotrypsins is a very common enzyme. It is found in our digestive system. So it you can put in a hydrolase class. Another class is lysase. So it's helps in the reactions of the addition or removal of groups to form the double bond. So the enzyme example is fumarase. Another is isomerase. So isomerase helps in the intramolecular group transfer. So all you know the what is the isomerizations. So triose phosphate isomerase is helps ligases. It helps in connecting ligation. Ligation means it joins. So ligation of two substrate at the expense of the ATP hydrolysis. So amino acyl tRNA synthetase is helps in ligation of the two strands of the DNA. So DNA ligases, you will see. Now we will move to the cofactors, as you said. So if you'll see, here is a apoenzymes plus cofactors is equal to holoenzymes. What does it means? So it means, you can understand in this way. So the apoenzyme.
Combination of sir holoenzyme.
Yes, Santosh.
Holoenzymes का सर वो combination है apoenzymes plus cofactors.
If apoenzymes combines with the cofactor, then it is act as a holoenzymes. Okay. What is apoenzyme? So enzymes which is without the cofactors, it is called the apoenzyme. So what is the cofactors? So cofactors, so cofactor is you can define is a catalytic activity of many enzymes. It is catalytic activity of many enzymes which depends on the presence of the small molecules. Means enzyme catalytic activity only turns out in presence of the small molecule, that is called the cofactor. So the precise role varies with the cofactor and the enzyme. So here the without cofactor, it is called the apoenzyme. And if you have a catalytic activity in presence of the small molecules, so it is cofactor. So cofactors plus enzyme is called the holoenzymes. So cofactor you can divide in two groups. One is the metals cofactor and another is the small organic molecules. So what are the metals used as a cofactor? So here is one example I give. So the enzyme is carbonic anhydrase. So carbonic anhydrase requires zinc ions for its better activity. So here cofactor for the carbonic anhydrase is the zinc ion. Another is the glycogen phosphorylase, which mobilize the glycogen for energy. So it requires a small molecule. So a small molecule here is a what message is coming? This pre-meeting will end. Okay. The small organic molecules here is a pyridoxal phosphate. So for the glycogen.
40 excuse me sir, 40 मिनट का सेशन होता है.
Yes.
उसके बाद फिर से रिकनेक्ट होता है अगर आप कंटिन्यू करेंगे तो.
No, we will keep 40 minutes, sir. So it will automatically stop.
जी सर, जी सर.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Yeah. So now you understand about the cofactor, Santosh, Julfikar. I can hear the Julfikar. Yeah. So yeah, could you understand the cofactors? Yeah. So cofactor, it can be metals or small organic molecules. So there are different metals here for the carbonic anhydrase. Zinc ion is the cofactors, and for the glycogen phosphorylase, the cofactor is the pyridoxal phosphate. In many exam, people ask questions. What is the cofactors and what is the and what cofactors for the particular enzymes? So cofactors are small organic molecules. So this is called the coenzymes. Okay. So some of the coenzymes are derived from the vitamins, and this coenzyme in enzyme it can bind tightly or loosely to the enzymes. So tightly bound coenzymes is called the prosthetic groups. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we will move next. So here you see the sum of the cofactor, metal cofactors. So copper ion, this is responsible for the cytochrome oxidase, iron cytochrome oxidase, magnesium ion, hexokinase, glucose 6 kinase, glucose 6 phosphate, manganese, molybdenum, and nickel, zinc already we discussed. So how cofactors
सर ये जो टेबल दिया हुआ है सर,
हाँ,
एक्सक्यूज मी,
yes, हाँ,
ये जो टेबल दिया हुआ है इस टेबल में सबका रेशियो भी सही होना चाहिए कोफैक्टर एंजाइम के लिए, या फिर नॉर्मल जो लिखा हुआ है उसमें चल जाएगा?
about the ratio, I cannot say exactly. It is not given in a textbook, but of course they have some means molar concentration. At that molar concentration, cofactor will act and will act properly. Okay, so I think of course, molar concentration is important for that. Okay, so how it interacts with the enzyme? So it has a ionic interactions with a substrate, and it orient the substrate for reactions or a stabilized charge reaction transition. So for doing the substrate reactions, once enzyme binds with the cofactor, then it should have a proper orientation, okay, for the substrate reaction, and it stabilize the charge reaction transition state. All you know the transition state, and metal can also mediate the oxidation reduction reaction, while the reversible changes in the metal ion oxidation state. Nearly a third of all known enzymes requires one or more metal ion for its catalytic activity. So for the better catalytic activity, you need a cofactors.
Sir, conclude कीजिए sir. We have only 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, so here today we will stop. Once we'll discuss the enzyme, the rate of reactions, the rate of enzyme reactions. So any kind of the reaction to make the faster, you need to the play with the activation energy. Okay, activation energy barriers. So what enzyme does? It reduces the activation energy. Okay, so here if you see the delta G staggered, so in presence of the enzymes, it reduced the activation energy barrier. Yeah.
Sir, kindly share the PDF. ये share कर दीजिएगा mail पे.
Yeah, once I'll get the recorded version, then we will send to all. Okay. So today we stop here. Any questions? Please you can write to me. So thank you very much. So tomorrow,
thank you very much,
same
sir.
time we will continue this.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you to all.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.